In this video, I'm going to be running you through how to take even the most skeptical of prospects and turn them into itchy to buy leads.
How to remove all sales resistance before the call, and also how to position you as the only logical choice. And I call it the magic lantern technique. I have generated over $7.8 billion in sales in 1,000+ markets. And the number one issue that I see that very experienced business owners make is that they try to sell before trust even exists. First of all, in any given market that you're servicing, you have your prospect. And this is the before state. This is where they are right now. They're experiencing some problems, and your product and your offer is a solution to that problem. And as I've just highlighted though, right, the problem is that they are highly skeptical, because whatever it is that you're selling, the chances are that they've already bought other alternatives from your competitors and they still haven't gotten the result that they wanted, right? It's very rare that somebody's just buying for the first time. Because they're here and they're highly skeptical, if we just ask those fine folks to buy straight out of the gate, it's not a very effective strategy. So instead, what we want to do is we want to map out what are the steps that they must go through to get right here to their desired outcome, right? Because that's the reason that people buy products and services. They have a problem, they want a solution that it's going to arrive them to their desired outcome. And in all of these instances, there's multiple steps that they must go through in order to get that desired outcome, right? If they're overweight right now and they want to be shredded and jacked, it's not just like I lift weights and I start getting jacked immediately, right? There's certain steps. They need to look after their diet and whatnot. So what I want you to do at home is I want you to basically write down this graphic, and I want you to write your prospect here, and then I want you to put 4 different steps, right? And I want you to start to think about, what are those steps for my business? I'm gonna run you through an example right now of exactly how to apply this thing. If you're running a business, you're running ads, you would know that trust right now is at an all-time low. And it's because people are skeptical as shit. The internet is proliferated with people that are all making claims to your exact market. So no one knows what to believe. And the only way to combat that skepticism is with value, because value is the antidote to skepticism. There are 3 ways that you can influence people. One way is to tell other people how good you are. Then the second way is to use a whole parade of proof and have other people tell your audience how good you are. But the third and most powerful way to influence anyone is to show them how good you are by actually providing value to them before you ever ask them to buy. And that's exactly what this technique is all about. Let's just say, for this example's sake, that we are a PR consultant. We're not gonna go out there and say to everyone, hey, how about you just buy our services? Like, you should just do business with us because we're really good. No. We already know, right? These guys are highly jaded. So instead, what we're gonna do is we are going to give out free content, free reports, white papers, videos, blog articles. I don't care the format that you do it, but the best thing that I have found from literally building 1,200+ funnels in 1,000 different markets is nothing beats a good old down and dirty PDF. It removes like all of you being like, let me have to come up with this amazing video content and whatnot. And it gives someone something tangible that they can wrap their head around. And it's a little dopamine moment for them. I give you my name and email address. I get this awesome little ebook here with these answers to my questions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come out with a 12-step social media audit, right? So before going out there and getting press, you gotta get your social media in check, because the first thing that a journalist is gonna do is they're gonna go check your socials. And it looks like you're just like a shell company and you don't exist and there's nothing on there. They're gonna be like, I don't think that this business is worthy of getting any attention, because it's like a graveyard online. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put out free content in terms of a free report and say, these are the 12-step social media audit, and we're gonna help you with that. And they're gonna read all that and they're gonna be like, oh, awesome. They're gonna go to their Facebook, their Instagram, their LinkedIn, get all of that stuff in order. When they do that, they're gonna be like, wow, like this is pretty awesome. Like, I don't even know this person. They're not even trying to sell me yet, right? And the other thing that it allows you to do is get your prospect to raise their hand in a sea of people and being like, yeah, I'm in the market to get more press, right? Which we're gonna get onto in a moment. And because you've delivered some value, the magic of what happens here, them being highly skeptical, it starts to go down a little bit here. Also, because that is going down, then what we're also getting is the trust increasing, that we know what the hell we're talking about because we're starting to deliver value to them, right? So this is gonna start going up. Now, here's John, he's gonna be like, awesome, man. That was freaking cool. I didn't know about any of this shit. I didn't know that these journalists were gonna go be sussing me out. I didn't know the things that they look for. And then they're gonna be like, oh, I wonder what's next, right? So then what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take them to the next thing. And we might give them a free piece of video training, just like I'm putting together right here for you fine folk at home. And this is gonna be the 11 PR angles guaranteed to go viral, right? That is like gonna be like crack to this market. If they wanna start getting press, they wanna be on Forbes, in newspapers, on Inc. magazine, all of this kind of stuff. We're giving them 12 proven PR angles guaranteed to go viral. We're gonna run them through what they look like for their business. We're gonna say, this is the way that you wanna do it, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and start to give them value and show them how they can apply these angles to their own business. And they're probably gonna go through that exercise. And again, be like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Like, this person is literally just opening up the kimono and giving me all of this value. I haven't even spoken to this person. I haven't even given them my phone number. I haven't done any of that. And they are bombarding me with value, right? And because that's gonna happen, of course, we know that trust is gonna go up even further. They're gonna be like, I love this person. They are amazing. That skepticism is gonna keep going down and down and down. And then yes, we are gonna start to reach the magic spot where the trust in this relationship is gonna be greater than their skepticism. But already, well, I haven't even uncovered the next steps, but you can smell it. You can smell that secret sauce because this is different to what everyone else is doing. Everyone thinks they can just ram offers down people's throat and they're gonna buy. But what they don't tell you is it doesn't matter how good the offer is if trust doesn't exist. There has to be a level of trust in order for money to exchange hands. And if you're just going out there, it's pretty much all of these marketers competing with each other who can scream the loudest offer at people. And it's a very unpleasurable exercise. Like, you're just like, man, like, relax on the offers. Like, I'm not gonna do business with you because you look like everyone else. I've already bought some of those irresistible offers and I didn't get the outcome and it was a nightmare. So I don't care how good your offer is, I'm not gonna even entertain it. And that's why this polar opposite approach is so powerful. So that takes us to the next step. We're at a stage right now, we've done an audit on their social media, we've given them the 11 proven angles on PR to go completely viral. They're going to have those angles ready, and hopefully they are ready to start reaching out to bloggers. And why do I say bloggers? That seems a little bit old school, Sabri. Why are we talking about bloggers here? Well, in the media, for instance, there's something called trading up the chain. And trading up the chain is when you start with bloggers, you start with these small grassroots media publications, you start to get press on them, and then you trade up the chain to the big news publications. And we're gonna educate them as well with another video, for instance, on this format, and we're gonna run them through, okay, cool. Now you've got all of this in place, now I'm gonna run you through exactly how to outreach to a blogger and actually get featured on their website and start to get interviews and people mentioning your business, your product and service. They're gonna use this template with everything that we've given them. And of course, this fine folk, look at him, he's just been traveling. Step 2, he's gotten this value. Now he's over here. He's closer to his desired outcome of getting unlimited press, of having him being completely unknown in this before state, no one talking about him online, no chatter, to getting him closer to the desired outcome where everyone's talking about him, right? He's all over the press. His parents are sending him news clippings. He's like, you are incredible. You are an incredible son. This is amazing, blah, 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 right? And so we're gonna run them through with this, and then we're gonna go one more step. And we're gonna actually give them the press release template. After they got featured on a couple of blogs, they got a little bit of trust behind them. We've already ordered their social media, they've come up with the angles, then they've reached out to these guys. Now it's time for the main event. Let's get these guys some press. Let's treat this prospect as if they were a paying client and give them some results in advance. and literally get them featured. And we're gonna give them the exact press template that they need. And because this person is just so ecstatic by now, they have gotten so much value that trust is going through the roof. They're like, this dude is legit. He is literally providing so much sauce that I can't even fathom what it would be like if I wrote them a check. And I know you might be thinking right now, Sabri, I don't run a charity. When am I gonna make some money? I'm gonna get into that in a moment, just patience, all right? So then we've done all of this, we've got a high degree of trust, skepticism is at an all-time low, we have completely separated ourselves from all these filthy gurus online, and this dude now is over here, right? Take this guy off. Look at this, everyone's talking about him. He is so jacked up on life. He's gotten press, he's gone through this whole process, and you're thinking, man, Sabri, you've just given away my service for free. How am I gonna make any money, right? That is a poverty mindset. That is a scarcity mindset. And whenever somebody hears this, they logically think that this does not make any sense because they're giving away all their secrets. Well, here's the caveat. What you wanna do is give away the secrets and sell the implementation, because your ideal client, right? If you're going after people that want press, these people don't want to do this all by themselves, right? They don't want to do this. They're running a business. They don't have the time to be doing all of this process forever, but they're highly skeptical and they will try it out in the beginning, because most business owners, what they do, they like to try to figure stuff out in the beginning, see that it kind of is working, and then they like to palm it off to somebody else. And that's exactly what this does. So they go through all of this and they go, clearly John knows what he's talking about. I've gotten this press. This is amazing. I want this process to just keep on happening. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna go onto Google and look for a PR agency. I'm just gonna go with John. This guy's amazing. He's already proven to me that he knows exactly what he's doing. And so I'm gonna write him a $10,000 check as a monthly retainer, and he's gonna manage all of my PR, because he's answered the biggest question that everybody has, which is this gonna work for me? Can I trust this individual? And when you go through this entire process, yes, there is gonna be a percentage of people that go through this and that don't ever do business with you. But guess what? That's life. That's how life works. And even right now, if you're doing the opposite approach and you're trying to sell people straight out of the gate, do you sell everybody that sees your ad? No, you don't, right? But when you do this, you not only just get way better clients and a lot more of them, but it also allows you to build an incredible amount of goodwill with your marketplace. And I'm a firm believer that we are directly compensated by the amount of value that we provide to our marketplace. And what happens is, even the people that don't buy, they go through this process and it's so pleasurable that they go tell their friends. And they're like, oh man, have you heard about that John guy? Like, that dude's amazing. Like, I literally went through some of his free content and I got all of this press. If you're in the market, you should definitely check this guy out. And word gets out and people start to talk about you because you're not just out there screaming offers. It's very rare that you'd be like, oh, did you see that great offer? And go tell something. Like, that just doesn't happen, right? But people go through this process and they're so happy that they ask you to become a client, right? And it's not the other way around where you're constantly chasing them. Think about it. If all of your market is going out there, get a quote, buy my stuff, we're a great PR firm, you should really speak with us. Here's all the clients we've worked with. Here's all our accolades. We've been in business for 17 years. I don't give a fuck is what they're thinking. If you're going up against those people that are trying to sell people and then you're doing this, those guys don't even have a chance. They're not even in the conversation. Think about it this way. In today's day and age, 68% of the decision is made before a prospect reaches out to your sales team. You are controlling the entire buying criteria by showing someone what success looks like and then treating them as if they are a paying client. This is literally what I use to go from my bedroom, desperately cold calling clients to try and find new clients, to start building and engineering persuasion systems like this that took me from that to becoming a shark on Shark Tank and building one of Australia's fastest growing businesses. This is not theory. I have deployed it in 1,000 different markets. So if you want help with deploying this for your own business, all you got to do is click the link below, book in a call with my team. We will run you through exactly how to apply this for your own business so you can go out there and you can turn your yearly revenue into your monthly revenue. Click the link below and we'll chat to you soon.